George Conditt IV will never forget the day that he told his father, former Cyclone football player George Conditt III, that he too would be a Cyclone.
I tend to think of the first time I committed here. After I made my decision, he was like, are you sure this is your decision? It's like, yeah. And he got up and he gave me a big hug. He was like, man, like, you're a Cyclone now. Welcome to this world. And it was amazing. It was a great memory of joy and happiness that I have.
So you can only imagine the moment of joy and happiness that father and son are experiencing this weekend as George, the basketball player, earns his degree in event management. From men's basketball, graduating with a degree in event management, George Conditt. It's a basketball success story. A young man who at the end of each season here decided that coming back to Ames was his best path forward, which has now led him to professional opportunities. But more than that, it's a human success story because George realized that it would be tough to do alone. Iowa State offers tremendous resources, and George capitalized. He took a class for student athletes on dealing with life after graduation. He paid close attention in NIL workshops, which has helped him to understand and give input on his contract dealings with his agent. And he benefited greatly from a mentorship program, where he spent 6 weeks talking regularly with Denver Nuggets manager of player personnel and former Cyclone Scott Howard.
I'm so proud of George because he leaned in. He took advantage of every opportunity while he still had a safety net under him. And that's what college offers you, is the experience of being able to fail forward.
You just gotta want to do it. There's no one there that's gonna force you to do it. You have to want to do it. You have to want to learn. You have to want to use those resources. They're there, you just have to use them.
It was definitely cool. Inspires me just because it shows me just how much the culture can grow on you. And I feel like George was really good at doing that sort of thing and kind of was like push people in the direction to kind of make sure you check out your future and like look towards what you can do and what like your options are.
And that's something that took a while for George himself to understand. But you know what? You grow up a lot in 4 years. That's what college is all about.
I remember my freshman year, I used to, there was a joke that I was like, yeah, I know, I got you. After everything, and everybody would be like, yeah, George is Mr. Know-It-All. Knows everything, he knows it. But I kind of stopped that and started listening a lot more and became a student.
He really developed a growth mindset in how he didn't know everything, but he was okay not knowing everything. And actually that created new doors and open doors. I mean, he's traveling back and forth right now to Puerto Rico every weekend. How amazing is that experience overall?
It's amazing. And George Conditt says his Iowa State adventure on and off the court will stick with him forever. His dad was right. Once a Cyclone, always a Cyclone.
I love this place. It's a second home to me, and I'll always come back to this place.